Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we talk with the leaders of one Perry County church that is putting off a return to in-person services due to COVID-19. And while many towns canceled their 4th of July fireworks display, the show was still on here in Hazard. We hear from those involved about what goes into the big event.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. Today is Monday, July 6th, and it's definitely feeling like a Monday. And the weekend was beautiful, but we're going to have a little bit of those Monday blues, a little visibility issues. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson and a chance of thunderstorms. So today is a good day to have that weather app, just like every day. Right, Brandon?
Absolutely, every day in the summertime, because you never know when they'll pop up. They'll always be in the heat of the day, but I can't say, well, at 2 o'clock you're going to have a thunderstorm, or at 3:30 you're going to have a thunderstorm. You just have to kind of watch along with us as we track those heat of the day pop-ups. Let's take a look at our visibility numbers, as Lacey alluded to, are pretty rough this morning. 0 visibility in Williamsburg, less than a half a mile there in Monticello, and 1 mile exactly in Harlan. So again, right there along the Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia borders, pretty rough. But anything below 5 miles on this map is dense fog. Mountain Parkway at Slade, pretty quiet this morning. Traffic moving along very well there in Powell County as we head to the first part of the day. It looks like some fog, though, trying to lower because there's not a whole lot of cloud cover this morning. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you. Temperatures running in the 60s and 70s this morning, so not too bad. A muggy morning for sure with those dew points up into the 60s and 70s. And, of course, that's uncomfortable to basically instant sweat at this point. Your headlines for the next couple of days: more sunshine, more hot temperatures, and those daily chances for showers and storms. And that carries us through toward the end of the week. But then a potential cool off with a cold front. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. And here's a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers here in Eastern Kentucky. The Pike County Health Department confirmed 8 new cases this past weekend. The total in Pike County now sits at 111. All of the newly confirmed patients are recovering at home. The Harlan County Health Department confirmed 3 new cases of COVID-19, raising the total to 30. The health department will track individuals who had close contact with these new cases are at risk for infection. And the Bell County Health Department has confirmed 6 new cases of COVID-19. The county now has 33 new cases. For more information and updates on COVID-19 in Eastern Kentucky, you can, of course, visit our website at WYMT.com. And yesterday, Hazard First Baptist Church planned to hold its first in-person church service since the COVID-19 outbreak, but church leaders are holding off. WYMT's Dakota Makeris explains why.
Churchgoers pulling in, parking in spots for a drive-in church service, something they've done since early April.
Our people have enjoyed being a part of these services. It gives us at least an opportunity to get together and safely worship together.
Church leaders wanted to hold in-person services on Sunday for the first time in 4 months. But due to recent spikes of COVID-19 cases, those plans changed.
We decided to pull back and to wait and just see the direction of this thing. We want to come back safely.
Postponing in-person services for the safety of church members and visitors.
Heaven forbid that we were to come back together and have somebody this virus comes into our church. That would be something that we don't want to happen.
Church leaders will continue with drive-in services until they feel it is safe to return inside.
We're praying about it. We're seeking counsel about it, but this works. To some degree.
For now, the drive-in services are here to stay.
I've noticed folks sometimes bringing gravy and biscuits and having breakfast and lunch, and a lot of people bring their dog with them too. So we don't generally have dogs in our services inside the church. So it's been a good thing for all of our families.
God bless you.
Have a good week.
Hoping soon they can worship inside together. In Perry County, Dakota Makeris, WYMT Mountain News.
And church leaders say that they will monitor the COVID-19 situation and that there is no set date for a return to in-person services at this time. And the Boone County judge has blocked the state from imposing strict limits on both auto racetracks and child care facilities. The ruling allows 4 racetracks in Kentucky to have up to 50% capacity. Now, previously, most visitors were barred from the facilities. At the same time, child care facilities have had their capacities raised from 10 children per group to 28 children. The judge says that he made the ruling because Governor Beshear's guidelines have been unfairly enforced since the pandemic started. Governor Andy Beshear says that he will appeal the injunction to the appellate court and the state Supreme Court. And the 4th of July holiday weekend looked different due to the coronavirus pandemic. Many cities across the nation canceled festivities and their fireworks displays. However, the city of Hazard continued theirs. WYMT's Tommy Poole thought, how do these displays even happen? He tagged along with the Pyrotechs Saturday night and has the behind scenes at a look.
It's a breathtaking display the city of Hazard enjoys every year. But how does this spectacle happen? High on the hill off Mountain Shadows Drive is Chad Allen.
Go ahead, let it go! I think this makes 22 years I've shot, my own shows.
Allen works for Pyrotechnics Display.
The city and the company negotiate on how much money they want to spend, and they send me a box truck with the explosives. If at that point it's mine.
That is when Allen gets to work.
So I have to sit down and look and see what's available and see how I want to design it.
Putting in nearly 10 hours of prep work before the show.
There is a lot of things that go in play before off the scenes for us to get ready to do it.
Making sure safety protocol is followed, backup plans are in place, and of course, an aesthetically pleasing show is on tap.
We want to do everything we can for the kids down there so that they can enjoy it, but the main thing, we want to walk off the hill safe.
Allen isn't alone. He has a team of his closest friends to help.
I can't get this and go through either. We work together every day, and I trust them. So you got to have people around here that you trust, that's willing to follow directions.
Because when the fuse is lit, it's not just fun and games.
Got 2 going at once. People making sure that you don't want to shoot on top of them, and then they've got the protective fuses that you want to pull off. You may have a fuse that may jump across on a rack.
Which leads to Allen's gear. It's not your typical 4th of July outfit.
Oh, God!
Because these aren't your typical fireworks.
You can do everything right and something can happen. So, you got to play with the odds. Put yourself in the best position to be successful.
And when the last firework goes off, Allen can hear the cheers from the city below.
That's what it's about. I've got a 6-year-old little girl, and you can imagine in their mind what that's like, seeing that in the sky.
Making memories for his hometown while celebrating the birthday of our nation. In Hazard, Tommy Poole, WYMT, Mountain News.
Everybody safe?
What a really cool look at how that happens. And as for the mess, Allen says that the shells and debris mostly come straight back down, not creating a mess throughout the city. The fireworks are shot off of private property, so Allen and his partners make sure that they do clean it up, leaving the place how they found it. It takes them about 2 additional hours to clean up. And another 4th of July tradition here in Hazard is the annual Freedom Float. It's a tradition where people take kayaks or canoes down the North Fork of Kentucky River. The event also marks the first day for Perry County kayak rentals. With rentals wiped down, it's easy to social distance for those who don't have kayaks. For those who do have them, it is a fun way to spend time together during the holiday weekend.
The river is so beautiful during the summers, and it's a really fun activity to do on 4th of July while social distancing and being aware of the virus and COVID and everything that's going on.
The route goes from downtown to the Perry County Park. Perry County Kayak Rentals also wipes down the equipment after each use. And there was one more 4th of July tradition that people were able to enjoy this year in Hazard. The city had their annual fish fry Saturday morning in collaboration with the Hazard Fire Department and Police Department. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, servers had to wear gloves and masks, and customers had a different experience. Despite the changes that had to be made, Hazard Mayor Happy Mobilini said it was important to continue the fish fry and 4th of July festivities because of what it means to the community.
We met with the health department and said we wanted to do it, and it's worked really well today. I mean, we're sort of backed up right now with the fish, but people just drive through and we hand it to them, or you can walk through.
Mobilini said that they served more than 850 meals in just the first hour, which is more than last year. And that is some good fish. If you've never had it, definitely missing out. And Monday past, Dairy Bar in Knott County hosted a hot dog eating contest on Saturday night. Contestants had 15 minutes to eat as many hot dogs as possible. Contestants could eat the hot dogs with mustard, ketchup, or just plain, and water was provided. The first place contestant received $100 in cash and a $100 gift certificate to Lewis Tattoo in Hazard.
We've never done this type of thing before, so a hot dog eating contest is kind of big for a little area place like this, and little kids love it and people love it, so we just try to make everybody happy and have a good day.
Contestants competed 6 feet apart. The audience was asked to practice social distancing and to wear masks. The Dairy Bar prepped more than 200 hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs. The forecast this morning, we're looking at some very dense fog across parts of our area here. We're looking at that basically down toward the Kentucky and Tennessee border, over toward Virginia this morning. And again, if you're in the Cumberland Valley or Lake Cumberland, you're seeing some pretty dense fog. So just be aware of that. Take it easy this morning. Give yourself plenty of time to get around. At 6:12, we're taking a look at temperatures that are in the 60s and 70s as you head out the door this morning. Our warm spots, 72 Moorhead, Jackson, Prestonsburg, Logan, and now Wise, and we see 66 in Williamsburg and Jonesville are cooler spots this morning. Your forecast for today, heading back toward that 90-degree mark. We've been close to it the last few days, and some chances for showers and storms popping up in the heat of the day. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. And thanks for watching Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Coming up, we take a look at how technology is helping people get around during this pandemic.